So on the day of the sentencing, we were not expecting jail time, but the judge gave me 6 months in jail, something like a year and a half of probation, a hefty fine, community service time. It was past the statutory limits in New York State of what the judge is allowed to sentence you to.
Yeah.
So the
I can
sentence,
tell you, no, a first offense trespass of a person with no record whatsoever, nobody's going to get jail time. Nobody, except you, Adam.
the problem was that I wasn't able to appeal right away because the judge had given me an illegal sentence. So the appellate court wasn't going to even review the case until the judge had given me a proper sentence. So I was carted off to jail and awaiting time on the judge's docket, which was about a month later, so that he could actually give me a sentence that would be allowed in New York State. In jail, it was something else. I had known about the inequities in jail, and I had been opposed to the carceral state, but being inside of it is something else. You can't learn about this. You have to experience it. And it shocked me, the amount of just the classism and racism in jail and the way that the guards treat inmates and any kind of repercussions. I was called terrible names by the guards, threatened with abuse. They would threaten to beat me up and stuff like that, maybe to get a rise out of me. I just couldn't believe the treatment in there. And this was a rural jail. Some of the guards, it was my understanding that they worked at Wegmans Egg Farm
Oh,
as
man.
security. Then they would come and take it out
Wow.
on me. The inmates, though, were great. I got along great with the inmates. I didn't form any lasting friendships in the month I was in there. I think I kind of wanted to put some of that world behind me. I did see the impact that jail was having on my fellow inmates and my own life, the way that it puts stresses on families and finances and all those sorts of things. A month later, that I went back in front of the judge, he sentenced me to 6 months of jail time, not the probation and other aspects of the sentence. So it was now a legal sentence in New York State. And a few days later, an appellate court let me out. That was unexpected to just get out that fast. It felt amazing to be able to pet animals again, to be able to touch grass. Literally, I just loved touching grass or breathing fresh air, all those sorts of things. It was an experience. It was a terrible experience. I was forced to serve eggs in the jail. That was my job. And for zero pay, because in New York State, in most states, you don't get paid for your forced labor in jail. I had nightmares and stuff like that, and had trouble remembering how to use drawers and clothing and stuff because I only had one set of
Oh.
clothes at any given time, things like that. It was something else, but I wouldn't trade that experience for the world.